Soldier Field in Chicago. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Bears, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Pass incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Throwing. Love. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43.
Well, Love wants to shift things around.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Looking for Christian Watson that time,
but it'll be 2nd down.
You look at this Bears defense.
They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Again, it's Love. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
In motion right, that's Hardman. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Love. Looking left side, he's going to complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
In motion, the tight end. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. To throw, it's Williams. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. On play action, here's Williams. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Bears at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Throwing is Williams.
And it is caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Love looking to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Nico Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
You look at this Bears defense.
They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Play fake. Here's Love on the move to his left. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 60. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head it's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
2nd and 10. To throw, Williams.
Rolling to his right.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
It'll be a 39. No return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And some room to roam now. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Love now. He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they'll send Watson in motion right.
Off the play fake, Love. And it's a Packers touchdown. Mecole Hardman, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
82 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And his throw here's incomplete.
Like somebody thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Under pressure, they got him again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Now 3rd down and very long.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Love fires that quickly outside. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jacobs, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Love, they go play action now. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Musgrave's got it out right.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Luke Musgrave
from 6 yards away.
And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Looking to throw is Williams.
And he comes back with one complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
To the air, Williams.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Now, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Throwing again here, Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Williams.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. Back to throw again. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw once more, here's Williams.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
From the gun, here's Williams.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Nate Hobbs.
And running with power here.
And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was, or whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And they'll let that one go. Through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And some space here.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. 41 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Nothing fancy there. A little smash mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Williams. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards.
And the Bears get a bit closer.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they can't bring him down.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 78 yards.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. His great season throwing the ball continues. That last touchdown pass, number 40 for him.
Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Throwing to start the drive. Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Williams from the gun on third down.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
And they'll send Watson in motion right.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Running it with Jacobs. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Love will sneak it. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Love this time is going to set up to throw it. Out to his left. Touchdown!
Tucker Kraft.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have got it on cruise control.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
To throw, it's Williams.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
2nd and 6. Flush to his right.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Firing quickly out wide is Love. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Here's Jacobs from the gun.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
Sheds off the tackle.
And the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
From the gun, here's Swift. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. left side here, and it's complete. The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams.
He'll buy some time right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw, Williams.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
And this is caught at the 8. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And now they'll shift things around. They'll look to throw for it with Williams.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. In motion right is the tight end.
On 4th down, here's Williams.
Touchdown, Bears! A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now Williams throwing to start the drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Williams. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They'll look to throw again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Packers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
Love, he's going to change the play here. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
This is caught at the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 69 yards. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Green Bay, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears,